Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest. The very hot Pacific Northwest right now in that little town of Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA, as I love to call where I live. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is the end of my August, right? This is my August 2025's Monday and Saturday series review. So both the Monday and Saturdays, and there is no Wednesday this month, though you will probably have seen a few videos getting thrown up in between my Monday and Saturday videos, and of course besides my paper pumpkin alternative videos, because the month of August I was concentrating on the wonderful stamp set bundle, online only, the Sunrise Sailing Bundle. Now, this was a wonderful gift, a very kind, generous gift to me from my friend Lori. And this consists of this wonderful stamp set. It says, "Congratulations, you deserve the best. The sailboat, the hull, the bird, you're destined for great things. Ahoy." And we did great things with this one this month. I'm so proud of myself. I really love all of the projects. Happy retirement, best wishes, the sails, this water image, and this one. Now, the only stamp I have not used is the happy retirement, but I left myself options in case I needed to use it at some time. But I know that I have a happy retirement, a really nice one, if I need it. And so far I don't have a need for it, but if I do, I have one, right? So the embossing folder is just lovely. And if you are new to my channel, please let me tell you that every month I concentrate on a particular stamp set, suite, bundle, or a kit every now and then. And I do a Monday series of videos and a Saturday series of videos. So my Monday series of videos always consist of a first one is a sketch card, the second a case card, the third is always a shaker card, and the fourth is always a fun fold. If there are 5, it's a mystery as to what I will come up with for you and me both. Now for my Saturday series, the first card is always designed for the casual stamper. The second is for the first is always for the beginner stamper, the second for the casual stamper, the third for the avid stamper, the fourth for what I call the extreme. You throw everything in the kitchen sink at it, right? And then the fifth is a mystery as to what I will come up with for you and me both. And I was so excited to show you what I did for the fifth one because I just think it came out so darling. So this is what the hybrid embossing folder looks like and can do. So it's this one here, right? And you take the sailboat die and you place it over here. I'm even going to show you that. So the large sailboat, you can do 3 different sizes of sailboats with this bundle. So you would place the die on the left-hand side here where the Stampin' Up! Logo is. You place it with the die facing upwards. You take your paper and you place it on top. Then you close this up. You run this through your die cutting machine with the folded edge first, okay? When you remove it, then you have a wonderful, wonderful embossed image that you can color, which I have. And if you use the die, you have a boat that pops out. If you choose not to use the die, because I've done this both ways, you don't. You can even stamp onto this boat after it's been embossed and it comes out great, and I have done that and I will show you those cards in a minute. So let's put back our large sailboat die back into its rightful place, and this I am keeping as well. We can just put that boat right back in there, close it up in there, and that I am keeping for myself as well. And I will just set these aside and I'll stick it in its little cover. So the first set of cards I'm going to share with you now are my Monday series. So the first Monday is always a sketch card. So the sketch that I chose, this one, is from the September to December's mini catalog. Now after today, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it around. But I tore this page out of this catalog. And this is now in a binder. Of course, it's now creased as well. But it's in a binder. And I just write down here what catalog I got it out of. And I chose first row, second sketch in. I wonder if I put that in the description. Top row, second sketch in, and that is your jumping off point. So let me explain to you what I have done. So here's my envelope, DSP on the back here, right? Show you the inside, just a piece of DSP here. So I decided to do more, of course, more layers than what they did. I chose some cherry cobbler DSP, some misty moonlight here. We have the 3 birds, but why this works is my boat represents the oval. My ahoy represents this rectangle. Now, this piece of cherry cobbler was simply cut off of the 6x6 when I cut down to my 4x5 1/4. I had this little strip here, and I used it for here. This piece was cut off from here, from cutting it down to 3 by 3 3/4 by 5. Really, really simple. My boat colors were cherry cobbler, pecan pie, and my boat I stamped in early espresso. And these right here were the wonderful mixed label dies, which you might see them in the description part of the video from time to time as mixed media dies. I don't know why I type it in like that, but I do. If you ever see it in the description part, please just comment so I can go back and fix it. Because I'm not going back. Not until somebody says, hey, you did it here, you did it here. Let me know if you see it, okay? So this is the first Monday for this month. And I'm going to tuck this right back in here. So this was my sketch card. I'm going to go ahead and do that and set that aside. We'll unfold it here in a minute. So next, I need to get my tablet because this being an online only, I don't have a catalog to show you, but these are what I chose to do for my case of card, right? We're going to do a case of card plus 2 tags. So you had these 3 tags. Hopefully you guys can see this well. So this is my tag for that one. I chose not to use the happy retirement, but you could. And I stamped on the Coastal Cabana DSP from the Dandy Designs DSP that Phyllis had sent me. And I chose to use some scrap pieces of cardstock from some 12x12 paper my Aunt Carol gave me to make her some 6x6 paper holding bits. And this is craft for the boat. So that's that tag. Now this is the tag on the side. I chose to make my wave parts a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller. They're a little bit wider and a little bit shorter, so they were framed in a little bit. And my boat colors are a little bit different. These again were from the same scrap bits from my Aunt Carol's 6x6 paper that she gave me to make her little paper holders. We chose a congratulations. Any of these can be, you can put something on the back, they can be put on a gift package, or I showed you how this, there goes my neighbor, these can be simply put on a card. And the middle one is the one I chose to put on a card instead of a tag. We added a little bit of red and white baker's twine. We have our cloud. We have our boat. I didn't think this was going to work up there, but it did. Now this piece here is from the Always dies. I love that stamp set because of the word always. And we even stamped our bird just like they did. I stamped more of the water. We did use this particular water stamp. Some of the Nautical Expedition very, very long retired DSP. The inside is blank and it just simply says ahoy. So that is my second Monday set of projects, my cards for my case of card. We can turn this off now. Next up is the shaker card. And this one, love this because I used a different type of envelope. Because you know I like those window envelopes, right? The large window envelopes from Amazon. Allie from Alley Cat Craft, she's doing her own YouTube channel with card making, of course. Go check her out. I'm going to give her a shout out all the time here. She sent me some of these envelopes and I just could not resist trying it. I couldn't. They're too cool to try. So look at that. There's my shaker bits, and they do go all the way behind there. So there's my shaker bits. There's plenty of them in there. And I kept this very monochromatic, soft, muted, neutral color scheme, right? Cherry cobbler for the boat. We had to have a little pop of color. Same thing for my sentiment, an old stamp that I had that was vertical. We had the large cloud, 3 of those birds, love the birds. The boat we stamped in basic gray, and this is in Night of Navy. Now, if you're wondering about these 2 images, these are from a very retired stamp set called the Open Sea, and this DSP is once again from the Nautical Expedition, very retired. So that is my shaker card for this month, for my Monday. That would be my 3rd Monday. Now for my 4th Monday. Oh, this took me a while, but I absolutely love it. Now I will say the original design that I got my card from the wonderful Lori, who gave me this set as well. I saved this one just to make this. She got this from Terry Gaines, who has her own YouTube channel. And this card opens like this. And this, you can pop it out, you can leave it straight, but there. Look at this. Just gorgeous, right? It's just beautiful. So I'm going to set this aside and show you what I did with it. Now, I had to do a little fixing. Now, I'm going to show you one thing. Do you see how this is not attached? There is a reason for that. Of course, I didn't go watch the card being made on the channel. I just was like, oh, look at these. I can do this. That's me. I'm going to try it first. Sometimes I do have to go watch. And when I do go watch a video that I need to take notes on, I watch, stop, write down. Or I watch, do step, whatever step it is, stop. And then I do a little bit more. Watch, write, take notes, whatever. That is a lot of the times how I have to do certain folds. This one, I was so sure I could do it like this. No, there was a bit more. So you'll see, if you watch the whole video, you saw me. So we use those mixed label dies that Deb had sent me, right? So ready? Isn't that lovely? We use that hybrid embossing folder here. We use some of that Nautical Expedition. But wait for it. Look at that. We have not 1, not 2, but 3 sailboats. We have our own regatta. And look, this is stamped directly onto that embossed image. But it is important that it not be glued here. That really did make a difference. It made a difference in that it got too thick if you pushed it all the way in here. Yes, the DSP is all the way in there, but this cardstock being embossed, it made a difference not having it. So it is glued along the edge here, in here. This is tucked up underneath there, and we stamped on our wave. You can tuck it back in, lock it in place. And the back here, we finished the back as well. So that was my fun fold. That was for the 4th Monday for this month. Now, this is going back on my shelf. I'm going to set that over to the left where it was put up. So those are my Monday series. Let's get to the Saturday series. My Saturday series. Now, the first card is always the beginner stamper. And for me, this really is about just ink and paper. Sometimes I do a little bit more, but mostly I like to just simply stamp. Guys, for me, sometimes this is getting back to basics. Ink, paper, stamp. And this is really relaxing for me. This is simple. It looks great, right? Absolutely love it. And this thinking of you, my paper pumpkin stamps are more and more becoming things that I go to. They are a go-to for me. I keep them on a desk to my right in photo boxes that you can buy from, well, I catch them at the thrift store from time to time, but you can usually buy them from any craft store, photo storage boxes. So this is my little card, and we did this in the bright. So this is Blueberry Bushel. I did use Daffodil Delight. Crushed Curry just didn't do it for me. My boat, once again, is in Early Espresso, and this is in shaded spruce. So I guess this would be the Regals. More Regals, and the Ahoy was in the Real Red. So that is my first Saturday, and that would be my beginner card. Now my second card, this is going to be my casual, and you're going to look at this and think, oh my goodness, is that really the casual card? I'm going to tell you, yes, it is. It's not too difficult. I'm looking at the other one, thinking, did I do any? No, this is my casual card, everybody. This is it. Here's my envelope, right? Just a little bit of extra stamping on it. So let's walk through what this is. This is, again, this is the embossed image. I didn't do any die cutting, but the ship is behind here, right? I used I made my own permanent circle stencil, just one single circle, and I showed you how I did that in the video. It got a little tricky because this is a cutting mat from the dollar store here, but it worked. And I used Azure Afternoon, so this is my brights. This is Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, the mixed label dies from Deb again, and the little birds right on top of where they originally are. Oh no, they're buried right now. I was going to show you in the embossing folder. And we stamped before we put it into the embossing folder, so it gave us more watery looking image there. Thinking of you, again, thinking of you. Very, very nice sized. Thinking of you. So that is my casual card. Not hard to do at all. Now this is my Avid card, and it may look really simple to you, and it is. There was just a lot of bits and pieces, and I used these sentiment dies that the wonderful Tammy had sent me, right? Oops, I guess that is not working. I thought I could keep them on that plastic sheet, but that's not working. They're all falling off, so that's gonna have to come off. So we used some vellum for the backing of them. Die cut them twice, once in Pretty Peacock, once in the Peach Pie. That's Mr. Hank, and we did our small little sailboat this time. That's him making his squawky noises. We stamped our bird. This arch die is from the Garden Meadow dies. And this was a gift from the wonderful Michelle. And this paper, guys, I never would have been able to make this card had Phyllis not sent me some of the Lily Pond Lane DSP. And this, just make it look like one of those little sailboats you used to, you know, I told you about how I took the Cub Scouts to Home Depot, and we made sailboats at one time. They had their own little regatta too with them. But, you know, because it makes you think of somebody, how you set, you know, a candle out on the water, and anyways, or you throw a bottle out and message in a bottle. Yes. And we put some DSP just on the side there, some birds, the inside, thinking of you, and we added the last little extra boat on the inside. So this was my Avid card, just because there was a lot of pieces and a lot of die cutting for this one. Love this one as well. Okay, I was like, where is my fifth one? This is my fun fold. I really love how this came out. So you look at this and it looks like it's just a normal card, right? These are those mixed label dies again, 2 of them. Some of the cherry cobbler and white baker's twine from an old paper pumpkin. We have a circle punch, the 1 3/4 inch circle punch in Daffodil Delight, the white cloud from the die set, my boat, right, in the 3 birds, 1, 2, and 3. the DSP. Again, same DSP from my first card, my sketch card. Hold on. I'm trying to grab it. I have no fingernails, right? This DSP and this DSP is the same. This is Night of Navy. This is Misty Moonlight. So, but this is a fun fold. It folds down. Now you could put something here, but I just put a piece of DSP, and then this folds up. You're destined for great things. Really cute idea, a little bit different way to open a card, right? So this was number 4. So this was my extreme. It was an easy extreme, but it still is because of all the flippy parts, the 2 card bases. Oh, wait a minute. I have to get the white one. And I have to get the boxes from the shelf. So I had forgot that I had purchased these. Now these are available online. The suitcase treat boxes. They look like this. They open up like this. Do yourself a favor. Once you put this together, do not tear it apart and get this apart, because you can tear it. I did. Because I put it together. Oh, let's see what this looks like. Yeah. And then I tore it because I had to make a pattern. Because I wanted to show you that you could make one, right? You could make a similar one. But we had to get creative. So the suitcase treat box. I call it my faux suitcase treat box because our little handle is made with the keeping tabs punch, right? 2 of them. To be exact, actually 2 of them. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? So yes, mine does open. This was a cut apart from the DSP of my husband's that I had set aside. Look at that. Is that not adorable? And this was just an extra piece we cut of the same colored cardstock. Did some sponging around it. Simple things. I decided I wanted my boat a little darker than what it was. This is one of the sails that was extra from the paper my Aunt Carol had. But you could use any colored sails. Our little black birds from the die set and the little cloud it makes. And we made a tag with those mixed label dice. Look at that. We made a luggage tag. I mean, it's just adorable. It just is. There's nothing about it. So I showed you. This is my, I've got to keep this with it. Well, with that, I might just fold this up and stick it in there. So this, to make this, it's 6 by 9 1/4. On the 6-inch side, you score it 1 1/8 on both sides. On the 9-inch side, you score it 1 1/8, 4, 5 1/8, and 8. For the handles, you need 2 of the keeping tabs punch. And for the layers, now this layer is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I will tell you, this one I had to cut down just a little bit on one of them, so that will be up to you, but it is still absolutely adorable. So that is all of my projects for the month of August. Yes, and it's a hot one. So with that being said, I hope that you like everything I have come up with to share with you. I mean, I just had a blast doing all of these. They were so much fun. I was like, how can I can't tuck that in there? It doesn't get tucked in there, right? I mean, all of them. So thank you so much for allowing me to share the joy I get from making all these wonderful things, and I get to mail them out to you. And I still have some that I donate, I give away. There's just, I still have so much. So thanks so very, very much. And I do hope that I see you all here back in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.